from the old in baseball, Fenway Park. MLB Network is on the air. Tonight it's game 3 of this 4-game set between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Boston Red Sox. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Drew Pomeranz is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Boston. What do you have for us on him, H?
Well, Matt, he's really had a tough time his last 3 outings. ERA over 9. That's basically giving up a run an inning. He just has really struggled and not been able to figure it out. They're giving him the ball, though, and anytime you get the ball, you got a chance to turn it around. We'll see if today's the day he turns it around.
And that'll bring up the speedy Devin Travis. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Harold Reynolds, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matt, I mean, it's been a little bit of up and down inconsistency. I mean, they're 2-3 in this homestand. Haven't played solid baseball.
Ouch, that one hit him.
Well, there's no strategic reason to hit the leadoff man that I can think of. So now he's aboard with no outs to start the game, and that's not how you want to get your outing underway on the mound.
Digging in now, Kevin Pillar. In prior matchups against Drew Pomeranz, he's gone 3 for 8. First pitch of the at-bat. And that misses, ball 1.
Wow, 3rd pitch of the game. That looked like a pretty good pitch. If that's called a ball, it could be a rough night for the pitchers tonight.
So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Well, Matt, strangely, Ricky's going to be a trouble for the hitter, so he's frustrated. Now, as a hitter, you're saying get the ball up, but he loves to call the ball up. You don't want it up that high, though. He loves to call it that high, and you may see somebody turn around and get in his eye and start screaming at him.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, there's only a few guys that can swing it and flip it, like Joey Bats, Jose Bautista. He had over 20 runs batted in last month. Very consistent. A solid month, and I love watching him swing the bat. It looks like the focus and concentration is even better when he has runners in scoring position.
And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. The throw short hops him at first, and now 2 men are aboard. He's set. Here it comes. Josh Donaldson is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Set to deliver the 0-1. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. There's a changeup over the outside corner.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Chasing after it is Bradley. He makes the running play. 2 down. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 19, Jose Bautista.
Now at the plate, Jose Bautista. Man, he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him. First offering on its way. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Two out with the man at first. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
You're sitting 2-0 in that situation. You get the fastball, but it's not the location you want, so you lay off it. I love that. That's great disciplined hitting.
Now a snap throw to first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. A runner on first with 2 away.
Nope,
and this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Striding in, Steve Pearce. And he's looking to snap out of what's been a rather dry spell at the plate.
Matt, in last night's game, this is the situation right here. They didn't do a very good job driving guys in with runners in scoring position. Right here, you got a guy in scoring position. You got to capitalize and drive in. If you swung at a bad pitch last night, get a good pitch to drive right here.
Swing and a miss for strike 1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Favorable call in there for a strike.
That's a high strike on a curveball right there. If he continues to throw that pitch, we won't be mentioning his name very much longer in this game. He's going to have to get that ball down to be effective.
Here's the 1-2. Now here's a line drive, but it's going to go right into the glove of the shortstop Bogarts. Almost big trouble there, but he'll wind up stranding 2 as the side is retired. We'll do the pitching in game 3 of the series. Harold, any thoughts?
Well, I love watching this guy pitch, and particularly when he's got runners in scoring position. He's a guy that gets better when he has runners on base. So I'm looking forward to seeing if he gets in a jam. What does he do to get out of these jams where his numbers look so good with runners in scoring position?
Into the box now is Dustin Pedroia as he'll lead off the home half of inning number 1. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Harold, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, last game they lost by 1 run. You know, those are the ones that are hard to take. You look back and you think, could we have scraped out 1 more run or maybe even 2 to win it? Those are the ones you have a tough time sleeping after.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Now the pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Now a chance here from Fenway to take a look at John Farrell's starting lineup card. What's the key for them tonight, Harold?
Everybody knows this is a hitter's ballpark. You hit a ball in the air, it's going to carry. You hit a ball on the ground, it's going to get through. But the key to hitter's ballpark is don't try to do too much. You know the pitcher's going to nibble, and you don't have to touch it. Just reach out and put it in play, and the ball can carry. So contact is the key to hitting in a hitter's ballpark.
Xander Bogaerts comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on. And they'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And now a pitch on the way. Tap down the line. That winds up foul. Very weakly on the ground. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Batting third, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Into the box now, Mookie Betts. First shot for him here as he comes in currently leading the junior circuit in hitting. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Head-to-head history with Aaron Sanchez. He's got 5 base hits in 19 tries. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So with 2 out, that means Hanley Ramirez will also get an opportunity here.
Designated hitter, Hanley Ramirez.
Here's Hanley Ramirez. And being a right-handed hitter, it's not altogether shocking to see he's a better hitter here at Fenway Park than he is away from home. Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back in there. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A tough sinker on the inside corner.
Well, he's really struggled. I mean, 0 for the series, but the confidence they have in him, he's still in the lineup. Let's see if he can break out right here.
2 out with the man at first. And this is fouled back and out of play. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Working for the punch out and the offering. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. Another 0-2 coming. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Red Sox. Still no score. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year.
Kendrys Morales.
First pitch of the at-bat. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. The 0-1 on its way. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he got him.
All right, time for a majestic defensive alignment for the Red Sox. And I'm looking out there at second base. Dustin Pedroia, you talk about a Gold Glove gritty player. That fits him perfect. He's going to catch everything at second. He's Gold Glove worthy. And then gritty. Don't hit him. He'll knock you back.
Russell Martin now. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
If this second inning is any indication of what we're going to see, he's got this hitter 0-2. He really learned from his last outing when he lost. He is way more aggressive now, coming right after guys and throwing strikes.
That misses. 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this, AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
Now a swing from Martin as he sends a routine ground ball out to short. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting 8th, left fielder Samuel Velasquez.
Now at the plate, Samuel Velasquez. Into the windup and the pitch. Breaking ball as this runs in on him, and he has to step out of the way that time.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
A cold strike on the inside corner. This one's down to third. And the Blue Jays break into the hit column as that's a base hit. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive.
Hey, sometimes you got to just get lucky. He got out in front, hooked it, and just found a hole.
Stepping in now, Darwin Barney, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 2 home runs and 17 RBIs. Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
That's a ball.
2-0.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. Back in standing. Here's the 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to cruise through this inning, but now a hit, the 3-0 count have changed that. Got to get back in the strike zone right here.
Set to deliver on 3-0. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
Well, he made a nice adjustment. That was a nice pitch right there, 3-0. Now puts the count 3-1. That was the same pitch he threw 2-0 and missed on it and got the ball called.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Pedroia ranging into shallow right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Blue Jays held in check. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's Jackie. Had history with Aaron Sanchez. A 3-for-12 line. He's taken him deep once. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Now here's the pitch. First two pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
It looked like he was trying to go the opposite way on that pitch. Good job of laying off that check swing, seeing it wasn't something he wanted to really drive the other way.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner.
3 balls, 1 strike.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Bautista ranging back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall.
He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing.
And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
You'll see right there that this is a shot to right center, and the fielder can't cut it off. He was turning those legs on the base paths, making it to third with a triple.
So striding in, Sean Rodriguez. He brings an average in the 260s into this one. From the stretch. This one is launched. Look at this. Gone over the monster and out onto Lansdowne Street. So a 2-run shot to left center. Home run number 9 on the year. And that gives the Red Sox a 2-0 lead.
I'm sure you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch.
Stepping in, Andrew Benintendi. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. And this will be fouled away. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
And he gets ahead with a sinker on the outside. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Lays off 2-2 now. Base is empty here with nobody out. Fouled back. hot shot down the line, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Now this is what baseball's about. A pitcher and hitter going back and forth. Foul ball, strike, foul ball. I can't wait to see how this ends.
On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Time now for a look at the majestic defensive alignment for the Blue Jays. And I want to talk about the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. Look, this guy was a catcher when they drafted him. Moved him to third, and it was basically knock it down and throw the ball across the diamond. But, man, does he have hands now. Able to range from left to right and make the tough play.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a line drive. Foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Well, it looks like he tried to waste one and get him to chase it. He didn't, but you're still sitting pretty. Now you're 1-2, and you showed him the high fastball.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Not what you want to do on the mound. Go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient, even with 2 strikes.
Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And Sandoval's aboard, a base hit.
Off the bat, I thought for sure this was going to be 2. I'm a little surprised he's not standing on second base. Come on, man. Give us a better effort.
Blake Swihart.
And that'll bring in the speedy catcher Blake Swihart as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. 1-0 count. Here it is. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0.
Well, you have to have a lot of confidence and composure to pitch effectively, and right now I'm just not seeing it. He looks kind of rattled out there to me.
Here it comes, 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
15,
Striding in once again, Dustin Pedroia. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Matt, here we are, double play situation, and everybody knows he's got that sinker. Maybe get a ground ball and get 2, right? But he comes with the fastball right there. Now nobody knows what to see. This is going to be an interesting at bat.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now a sinker runs in on him a bit as he's got to step out of the way there.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
Pedroia waiting on the 2-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this will wind up a foul ball. And another foul ball. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
Infield single, as innocent as it may sound, that might be a rally starter right there.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now, as he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees. It's strike one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Swinging a looper to left. Velasquez sprinting after it, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Now batting, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie Betts, 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Bautista is going to get there, and that retires the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Devin Travis. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third.
Devin Travis.
First pitch of the at-bat. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Well, that's a tough pitch to hit right there. It looks like it's going to hit you in the hip, and then it breaks to the inside half of the plate, and you get the call on you. That's a tough pitch to hit right there.
The windup and the 0-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play.
I like that combination right there. Show him the curveball, and now that fastball sitting in the low 90s is going to look even faster. Nice job of mixing it up.
1-2.
And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2. Dribbled to the right side. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Center fielder, number 11, Kevin Pillar.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Kevin Pillar. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball. 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Hard hit ball to second, and that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
That ball's right in his wheelhouse. You may as well take out a tee, set the ball right there, and say hit it as hard as you can, because that's what he did.
Donaldson.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. And this is going to be a foul ball. A 1 pitch on its way. Swing and a miss at a changeup that has him all kinds of goofed up at the plate.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And this one's in the dirt. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. One and two. Here it comes. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Again, a 1-2. Bounce to Sandoval at third. This could be two. Pedroia relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Chance. Hanley Ramirez 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Hitter, Hanley Ramirez.
Into the windup and the pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And no one will get this one. Now the 1-1 to Ramirez. It's a swinging bunt up the line. Donaldson comes up with it. And he's retired here, 1 away. And with 1 away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Jackie Bradley Jr. He smacked a triple and later scored his first time around. Now a curveball that misses high and away to start him out. It's ball 1.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Shoots this one over to first. And this continues right on through him as he couldn't knock it down.
Oh, Matt, that's going to go down as a base hit, but I just got to say something. He just olayed that ball. You played it into a base hit. If he gets in front of that ball, he may have a play. I'd give him an error, but it's going to go down as a hit.
Standing in now, Sean Rodriguez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And that misses 1-1.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
1-1. Here it is. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Look, Matt, this guy's got a great sinker. Here's the key. He's got a runner on first base. This is where you can get that ground ball double play. Make him chase that hard sinker and hit it into the dirt and turn one over for you.
Now a move over to first. And the runner back safely. Ball 2.
2-2.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Hey, not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Runners on first with 1 down. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
Stepping up now, Andrew Benintendi. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First delivery to him on the way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Hey, we're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
first and second now, one man out. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Velasquez has it in his tracks, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 48, Pablo Sandoval.
Here's the Panda now, Pablo Sandoval. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch.
That's outside.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. A high fastball is in there.
Now that's not fair. You're supposed to be throwing sinkers, and he throws a high fastball right there. That's why everybody's shaking their head. Well, that was unexpected. You're looking for that sinker down. He throws a fastball up. Now he's just changed the game on you. He's forcing you to look somewhere else.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. 2 down, runners at first and second. And it's grounded foul. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that the side is retired. Boston strands a couple, but they're on top 2-0. Digging in to try it again, Jose Bautista. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
Jose Bautista.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch, and the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Pitch on the way. That's wide. 2-0.
Well, they walked him the first AB, and clearly he's already got 2 balls now. They're not challenging him, but as a hitter, it's very difficult to stay patient. But you have to. This is where you got to be patient and get your pitch.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Breaking ball taken right down the middle.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. You make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
Bautista waits on the 2-1. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Grounder down the line at third. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Set to deal on 2-2. And he just misses with a curveball.
Well, he's been throwing the ball pretty well so far, but right here, 3 balls to the leadoff guy to maybe get them a chance to get them going. He's just got to come back, make him swing the bat. I'd rather see him earn his way on the base by swinging the bat instead of a walk.
Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Digging in, Steve Pearce. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Well, that's a high fastball in the low 90s. That is a dangerous, dangerous pitch right there. He got away with one. The guy took the pitch. Maybe he's just measuring him up. I wouldn't come back with that again.
And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. And this is going to be a foul ball. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. Now another 2-2. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Hit hard on the ground to the right. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's thrown into right. Throw just does beat him to the bag, and that was pretty close.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in, and they get the force on the play. To be honest, that just can't happen.
And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Here's Kendrys Morales as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. That's by him for strike 1.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
He's set.